Welcome to another Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. I am Benjamin, and tonight I'm going to share my 7th video of cows on banknotes. If you're new to my channel, please go and find the list of my previous 6 videos and enjoy an evening with a fine group of cows. Cows are one of my favorite things to collect on banknotes, and I must have more than 100 at this point. I like to share small videos in groups of 7 notes or 9 notes or, odd-numbered notes because I don't like my videos to be too terribly long. I would like for you guys to watch, though, all of my cow videos and know that there are still a couple of upcoming cow videos to be seen. And since then, I've gotten dozens of new notes that have cows. So someday, after these initial 9 videos, there could very well be more videos. Tonight, I want to be sharing with you banknotes that have cows on them from the Boss family. And I'm going to show some notes that have yaks on them, who are also from the Boss family, but cows and yaks are not the same thing. Yes, I know. They are relatives, but they are in the same family. They're different species, though, so please, when you cuss and discuss with me, let's not discuss that hairy old chestnut, because y'all, I know, but a cow is a cow and a yak is a yak, but they're in the same family, so don't talk back. All right, let's get started. The first note I'm going to share with you is from Burundi, and it is 1,000 franc, and there's a pair of Bas Indicus right here on the front of this note. Love the green color of the note. On the back of the note, I don't think it's anything cowy related. No cows on here. And nothing in the watermark that could be construed as a cow. The next note is going to be one of the first notes I have that actually have a yak on it, and, we have here the assassinated former king of Nepal, and on the back of the note we have a pair of yak, and one of them is colored red, and I think that has some special meaning to the people of Nepal. So nice note, lovely note with yak. I did discover that one of the names of a yak is a hairy cow. So I mean, yeah, so you have that. And I know in these areas where yaks live, they do like to milk them and make butter, which they add to their coffee. And strangely, you know who else adds butter to their coffee? People in the U.S. who want to lose weight. So there must be something to butter in your coffee, or yeah, but I'm not sure about the yak butter in your coffee. We'll just have to move on from there to Burma now. This is a 5 chat, and it's a Burmese note. And on the back of this note, we have a beautiful image of a farmer with his ox. It's a nice engraving, y'all. I think it's a beautiful note. Moving right along, we're moving to Rwanda. And this Rwanda note comes in a couple of varieties. You see how it says Banque Nationale du Rwanda, and then it has National Bank of Rwanda. They issued this note with just the French, and then they issued this note with the French and the English. So this is the second type, which has the English included on it. And then here it has payable à vous, or payable at sight. And forgive my French, just because I live in Oklahoma, which used to be French territory, does not mean I speak the French. And in Oklahoma, when we say, pardon my French, it's usually because we're getting ready to use a bad word. But anyway, this is a beautiful note that it has appeared, I think, in some of my videos on terracing. You see that lovely terraces behind our farmers that are plowing a field, and a matched pair of oxen, although they have some big horns, so they might be related to the Bas Indicus that you see on the Burundi notes. I can't speak to that, but, that's my guess. And here's a beautiful scene on the other side of this note. I just think it's absolutely lovely. All right, moving right along to Seychelles. And this banknote of Seychelles is a 25 rupees. And I want to admit to you all right now, you know how I used to pronounce this? Because I was such a reader, and I hated to stop to look up words in a dictionary, and pronunciation was a little bit beyond me anyway. I kind of taught myself a lot of stuff. So instead of pronouncing this in the obvious way, Seychelles, I used to call this Seychelles. Because I also liked Achilles. And whenever I would read Greek and Roman stories and there was Achilles in there, Achilles is spelled in a similar way where the CH has the K sound. So you can forgive my youthful exuberance, I hope, whenever I mispronounce Seychelles as Seychelles. Anyway, you have your Coco de Mer up here, and you have people sorting out probably coconuts down here too, or who knows. I always enjoyed how they have sailfish supporting motifs, kind of like, animals support a seal in other countries. And on the back is where we see the splendid rendition. We have a farmer here, and you have a cow, and the cow is actually pulling this giant lever around in a circle, and in the middle you have a grinder or a mill, and it looks like they might be grinding coconuts into a pulp because there's all these half coconuts here. That's what I'm guessing they're doing, but it could be some sort of grain that they're grinding to a mash. So in a way, this could be a giant mortar and pestle, but it was probably better to call it a mill because they're processing some sort of food. So there's your lovely cow right there doing a man's work, probably 5 or 6 men's work, and I appreciate them for what they do. This next note, for some reason, I had listed in my notes as from Tanzania, but you can see for yourself that this is a Central Bank of Lesotho note. And this is King something or other over here. And this is a neat note because he's actually facing the sill. There is actually a variety of note from Lesotho, and I don't have it, but the king's back is placed, or the king was over here, and his back was to the sill. And the nation thought it was horrible luck, so they withdrew the note, and they issued it so that the king is actually facing the seal. I was more concerned with the other side of the note, which has some lovely, and I do mean some lovely pastoral scenes with mountains in the background, plants in the foreground, a herd's boy, some huts, and there's a couple of cattle there in the foreground. Isn't that a beautiful note? Very bucolic. And I keep looking and checking the watermarks to see if there is a cow, and there isn't one. Now, I showed you earlier Nepalese note, and the king in that note was unfortunately assassinated by his son, who, the minute upon his death, became the next king of Nepal, but himself was shot, and he only ruled in a coma for hours at the most before he also passed away. And it wasn't too long after that their uncle, who was king for a couple years, gave up the throne, and Nepal is no longer a Hindu kingdom. No longer an avatar of Vishnu. No longer, in my mind, as interesting a nation as it once was when it had a royal family. But that's just me, and I don't want to get into politics of the Indian subcontinent. But it's a beautiful note. They replaced the king with a mountain from the Himalayas. Maybe you've heard of it, I almost said Rushmore, but I meant to say Everest. And on the back, we have a single yak. It's a beautiful note. It's one of the few countries that puts their date on their banknote in Anno Domini, which is Year of Our Lord, 2017, which I think is fascinating since that's a Christian dating convention. But there you go, guys. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more notes in my cow videos. This video is going to be uploaded into my list of cow videos, and I want you to enjoy it in my other 6 videos. Please go back, cuss and discuss, comment. I love corrections. I love feedback, and in this case, yeah, let's chew the fat over some cows. I'm Benjamin. This is Numismatic Notes with Benjamin. Please like and subscribe and share my channel and watch the whole videos, y'all. Let's get this page where it's paying me $5 a month or something, okay? I already have the people. I just need the hours of watching. So please get out there and help me get my videos watched. Have a jewel of a day.